Courtney, you suffered a pretty bad beat last show. Do you still feel like you can walk away a winner?
I've played enough poker to know that anything is possible, so definitely I can. I'm gonna have to get lucky though.
Okay, is there a certain number where you're in panic mode and you have to get it in there?
I'm pretty much in panic mode now.
Yeah?
I mean, once I have a stack where I have to double up twice to get
Back to where you are?
yeah, that's probably panic. If I can't double up twice and be in profit, that's a big problem. So.
Well, I hope you quadruple up. Good luck.
Thank you.
Courtney, you made it 92 hands with some of the best players in the world. Rick Solomon was kind of your nemesis out there. Any hard feelings?
No, definitely not. I had a really good time. They're all awesome guys. So I'm no hard feelings at all. I don't have any regrets. I'm happy with how I played.
What are you going to do from here? Are you still going to be playing poker?
Oh, for sure. I'll just have to make it another way.
Right?
Yeah, make my fortune doing something else.
All right, well, thank you so much for being our loose cannon.
Thanks.
I'm Randy Liu. I'm the fastest player in the world, and I'm on the big game. The reason I'm the fastest player in the world online is because I play so many hands a year. I play 24 six-max games at one time. The live players are gonna be playing like, what, 30 hands an hour? You know, I'm playing like 100 hands per hour per table.
It really takes like, you know, a very unique person to be able to do what he does.
The speed in which he plays is just astronomical.
I use two 30-inch monitors and I towel all my tables. I'm pretty much like swiveling my head really quickly and fast, so you just gotta click really fast in order to make it happen.
He's just amazing at how quick that he can process information.
He doesn't sacrifice any of the skill he has by doing so, and that's a really impressive feat.
He's definitely been one of the most consistent no-limit hold winners in the last 5 years.
He's really moved up through the ranks in poker very quickly with a very dedicated work ethic.
This is my first appearance on a big game, but I'm not nervous at all since I'm going to play one table instead of 24 tables. I'm going to try and speed up things at the big game and just play every hand as fast as I can.
I'm Brian Rast. This is my first time on TV here on The Big Game.
Brian Rast and I are very good friends. There's very few guys on the planet that I could say I trust 100%, and he's one of them.
Brian Rast is the best. Saul Rast, the guy's a genius. He's opinionated, he knows what he's talking about. He is a guy that many people go to for bet resolutions. I just like him.
I'm really close with Phil and Antonio. I met them like maybe 3 years ago, kind of in the poker world, and we started hanging out a lot. You know, I've gone out a whole bunch in the past with Antonio in the town in Las Vegas. You know, I met my fiance on a trip with Phil to Brazil. They're just really cool guys who I think are really intelligent and fun to hang out with.
This sounds really awkward, but Brian Rast, you know, we ask him all the time, who is he closer with? Phil Locker, Antonio Sfandiari, and he tied us. And Phil and I just couldn't accept that, you know. And so we were like, we want the truth, we want the truth. And Brian came out and said that he was a little bit closer to Phil, and then about 4 or 5 months later, after hanging out with him every single day, I passed Phil.
Antonio probably went out 4 times a week. It might have been more. I like going out, but I don't know, maybe once every 5 or so weeks. I'm not like a go out a lot guy.
Now, I don't know where the list stands, but I think it's pretty close. Yeah, I know that sounds really bad, but we love Brian Rast, and I'm not afraid to say it. I love you, Brian Rast.
I thought I had the best hand.
Not true.
You probably did.
And not true.
Not a good turn card for me. Pretty hard for me to continue. I can beat ace-queen. Ace-king.
I would say I had ace-queen crushed or I was bluffing, but I don't want to have, I don't know how to weight my range right now, so since I don't know. I like playing with poker as if it's a malleable jumble of probability waves that represent the math of the game, the emotion of the game, the decaying history of the game, all this stuff, and trying to blend it into like fun kung fu at the table, you know? And it's fun doing it. And it's a great feeling when it works, and it's okay when it doesn't work too. That's why it's so much fun. It's like when you're playing Frisbee and you miss a catch. Do you think, oh, that's gonna diminish the day of fun I'm having at the beach? No, that doesn't, you didn't even notice that you missed the Frisbee. That's part of playing Frisbee. So that's what I look at poker like, you know, just try and get in there, you know?
So how much you want to bet that before the show's over,
Yeah.
one of these guys is going to go broke?
For this show?
No, I mean before we're done this week.
This
now
week?
That, yeah, because we're straddling every hand now, that makes the stakes way big.
Who do you think is going to go broke if you had to
Britt,
choose?
I think that Randy's going to get it in for sure.
Really?
Yeah, and Brian
I don't
Rass
see
is,
that.
Brian Rass is super aggressive.
For sure him.
Oh, he's a super aggressive player. And he'll be in a lot of pots, and Rick
Rick.
Solomon, everyone. I mean, we're all crazy people here. It's going to be fun.
6-way all in.
Yeah, let's do that.
Sold.